Fix that bitch out. Turn that bitch out. Turn it up. Come on. Brick City mashing.
I'll smack the shit out you.
Yo, this man just hit me in my face with a brick, and all these black men just watch, and they don't give a. Yeah, this man hit me, grabbed a rock, and it hit me in my face because I would have given him my number. And all y'all just watch. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? What y'all do? I want y'all to be a man. I want y'all to be a man. Do something. Y'all gonna let a man hit me in my face? Oh, yeah.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. It's your boy Jay Larone. Go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, and share. And again, we're back with another installment of the facts, foolishness, and the black female fuckery. Right now, as you see, we're going to talk about this lady that got hit with the brick. Right, you know what I'm saying? She got that oops upside the head. Right. Out here talking noise, talking trash, and some guy went upside her head with a brick, right? Then she had the nerve to blame black men for not protecting her, right? But as we've been saying, you can't protect somebody who don't want to be protected, right? You can't protect people who don't want to listen. As we all know, like I said, in her case, she's pretending that she was out. A guy asked her for her phone number. She politely said no. And all of a sudden, the big black man decided to go upside her head with a brick because she would not give him her number. Right? That's how she's trying to portray it. She's trying to say it as she's just minding her business, being all feminine. Guy asked for a number. She said no. She politely declined. And he got upset and hit her upside the head with a brick. Now, come on, common sense. We all know majority of the black women today is not going to just say, it's not going to be nice and say no, and then you're going to hit a guy just going to go off and hit you with a brick, right? That doesn't make any sense at all. We all know that don't make no sense, right? You know what I'm saying? Come on, just think about it. What guy hits a woman with a brick for her saying no? You know what I'm saying? And worst case scenario, if a guy asks a woman for a number, she say no, he might say, oh, stanky B, I didn't want your number no way. You know what I'm saying? Something like that and walk off. You know what I'm saying? Guys, a guy ain't gonna hit you with a brick just because you said you don't want to give him his number. He might have something smart to say, but that's about it, right? And then you just let that shit roll off your back and keep going. Ain't no use to get into an argument over that. But we all know that when a woman says somebody did something to her to that extreme and wants you to go and protect her, 9 times out of 10, she started. You know what I'm saying? We all know that. 9 times out of 10, the woman started it. And we're gonna see the case of that in this videos I'm gonna show you. I have Uncle D, the Blizzard King, Dennis Sperling, right? He's going to give his take on it. And then I'm going to go ahead and let y'all listen to Crimson Cure. She's the cleanup, right? We're going to start it off with Uncle D, and then we're going to clean it up with the Crimson Cure, right? She going to come in and just, rock the house. You know what I'm saying? You always got to have the guy, to set everything up. Then you have the one come in that is just going to tear it down. Crimson Cure is going to come in, and she's just going to tear everything down. You know what I'm saying? It's like, when I don't know if y'all remember back in the day, you had Leaders of the New School, right? With Busta Rhymes and the other 2 dudes. One of the dudes' name was Brown. I can't remember the other guy's name for some reason. It slipped my mind. But y'all remember those videos, man, those songs when the Leaders of the New School would be going off. And then, like I said, them 2 dudes set it up, and Busta Rhymes would come in and just tear the fucking house down. Couldn't wait for Busta Rhymes to come in and drop his shit. You know what I'm saying? Busta Rhymes was bad. Busta Rhymes come in with that yah and da 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 da. He turns it up. You know what I'm saying? So And that's how it is here. We're gonna let Uncle D set it up, and we're gonna let Crimson Cure, turn it down. All right. So hold tight, man. We're gonna go ahead and get into this video, and let's hear what Uncle D got to say first. All right.
So who do black men owe protection? Somebody type brickgate in the chat room. Somebody type brickgate in the chat room. Somebody type brickgate in the chat room. Unless you've been under a rock somewhere, you already know what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about this lovely young lady who apparently started off last night having herself a good time at the club somewhere. And then somewhere between this morning and last night, things went pretty bad. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to post some videos that I saw. I'm going to try to truncate it because I don't want it, to take too long, man. But just check. Let me see if I can get this. Let me get this Bluetooth popping real quick. Make sure it's going. Okay, so we got the Bluetooth popping. And I want y'all to check this out, man. This is the young lady we're talking about. Let me know if you can hear it.
Black woman is kissing another black woman because we are the innate protectors and the providers. We protect societies, we protect communities with our intellectual property, with our lived experiences, with our breast milk, with our bodies. We're the ones. And the two. Bitch, not even the three. Yo, this man just hit me in my face with a brick, and all these black men just watch, and they don't give a fuck. Yeah, this man hit me grabbed the rock and it hit me in my fucking face, and I would have given him my number. Ever done to anybody in my life to deserve this? I never did anything in my life to hurt any.
So here's one I found interesting too.
But I'm really talking to cis women because it's giving y'all real jealous. Y'all real jealous because they can, will, and have pulled your ninja. All the trans girls ever did was teach y'all how to wear makeup because yes, the makeup you wear today is trans makeup. They teach y'all how to do y'all hair. They got y'all hair together. And what do y'all think those BBL bodies are? Because their legs, hips.
Yeah, so she's here go another one. Check this one out. I'm gonna run that one. I want y'all to see that one again. Let's run that one back.
That you're a white man and I'm a black woman, I have less privilege than you. Thank you. For all the rappers and public figures in general who said that Sukiyana and other women who rap about their bodies vulgarly are just going to be touched because they bring it onto themselves, just know that when you're talking about your money and how much like a trick, it will be touched. It will be touched. And I'm going to start tonight.
Right. So, it's an interesting young lady to say the least.
Let's go. Happy Pride. I hope
the thing about the internet is, man, it's unforgiving and it's relentless. And if you have any dirt out there on you, it's gonna come up quick. What I like to do is, and this came out last night, I like to try to chill and try to see really what's popping, really what's going on before I get myself involved and mess around and say something and take up a position that's uninformed. And as always, the internet comes through. And if you just wait around, you'll get the whole story. But you really can't get the whole story if you got a knee-jerk reaction, because on its face, if you just take this woman at her word and you don't look into this any deep, you got some black woman assuming some black man hit her in the head with a brick because he rebuffed his advances. And that's a pretty horrible story, on its surface. But when you really begin to look and listen, it's like, there's a lot more to it. Now go ahead and get this thing cracking. So you all have seen this young woman on the internet. We're going to call her Brickisha. Somebody type Brickisha in the chat room. Somebody type Brickisha in the chat room, right? We've seen Brickisha. And so this chick is claiming that she got hit in the head with a brick, man, because she didn't give some dude the number. You understand me? And you know, I don't know. You know, I mean, I know we're supposed to believe all women, but like it smells to me like it's a cover-up for what actually happened. And I don't know anything about this lady, but I wouldn't be shocked based on what I know about DV if this wasn't some bi-directional violence popping off. You understand what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised at that. But nevertheless, after the internet demonstrated who this woman was, because, you know, it is what it is, it's out there, she seems to be a real menace. You understand what I'm saying? A real menace to society. She walks around slapping grown men, or at least pretending to slap grown men. And this is a person, you know, who's just assaulting these men, whether these skits are real or not, just for the fact that they're men, okay? On top of that, she trashes black men, right? And then turns around in the video and expects black men to protect her, and then makes fun of black women saying that they got their whole style and game from trans women. I mean, that's just wild to me. You know what I'm saying? That's just wild. You know, which is, again, why I like to wait and get all the facts in before I start, you know, weighing the options and passing judgment, which is oftentimes why I have a different take than a lot of the other, you know, people here on the internet, you know. You know, some of the things she said, I saw the video where she talked about how black men are not the natural protectors. She said that women are, because of their breast milk and the shapes of their bodies. You see what I'm saying? And she also is a rainbow rider. Somebody type rainbow rider in the chat room. She prefers the company of women. And my thing is, Sweetness, where is that woman that you needed to protect you? Okay? Why were you looking for a man to step up when you previously had dismissed black men as protectors? Now, again, I don't condone random violence. I do believe in protecting yourself. I do believe in using adequate force in response to those who use force against you. But in this situation, I want to look at the full context of the situation. And I can't say, based on what I see about this woman and her activities, I cannot say I'm surprised that this horrible incident happened to her. Because, you know, my Bible, all right, and y'all know that, my Bible says you reap what you sow. And that's kind of, I see what happened here, you know, if I may. And here's the other thing, before we get going, how do you even know this woman is telling the truth? How do we know that this woman is even telling the truth?
Facts. And Uncle D, you know, Dennis Burton, he's right on that. How do you know she's telling the truth? You know, all this, you know, believe all women type thing, man. It's like you get set up for that, right? Because of what they're saying, you know, believe all women, like all women tell the truth, which we know they don't. You know, when you look at the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial, you know what I'm saying? Believe all women, but we found out they lie. You know what I'm saying? Women lie. I mean, Amber Heard, number of lies on that trial, man. I mean, everything she did was to try to say that Johnny Depp was the main culprit, but when everything came out, she started everything. Everything was her. Amber Heard did all the mischief, everything was on her. All Johnny Depp did was reacted to her foolishness. You know what I'm saying? So you can't believe him. You know what I'm saying? It's sad, but when these women holler wolf, you know, it's like proof. You know, we need proof. You know what I'm saying? We can't just go rushing in head first because you said somebody did this to you.
I mean, I don't know the woman, but you know, this could have been over some street shit. It could have been some street business.
Yep.
It could have been over drug money. We don't know. Y'all just jumping to conclusions. You just taking her word for it.
Facts.
This shit could be all kind of stuff. You don't know what happened. You don't know if somebody stole something from somebody. You don't know if somebody strung out on something. You don't know. It could be a publicity stunt. You see, she already slapping people in the face and faking and, you know, doing it for likes and giggles. It could be you don't know what it is. And here's the other one that's the most obvious to me. How do you record everything and everybody except the dude that hit you with the brick in the videos? Huh? It's my understanding there's no recording of a 911 call. There hasn't been a police report filed yet. Why are you using your phone to make videos when you should be using it to make 911 calls? And here's a killer. I got another one for you, man. This crazy. She already got a GoFundMe account started. And it's my understanding that the GoFundMe has over $20,000 in it. Again, how do we know this is all real? You don't know. You see what I'm saying? I'm looking at the GoFundMe right here, and I'm just saying, like, how do we know this is even real? You see what I mean? How do we know? You get $29,000 coming in. I don't know. You know, but I've been around these internet streets long enough to know that you got to be just, you know, walk slowly. You see what I'm saying? Before you get in there and make yourself out to be a fool. Now, here's the thing. She came on the internet with this video, and the first thing out of her mouth was, black men, you know, why y'all not protecting me? Basically, that translates to black men ain't shit, you know? And all these KK Keishas came running.
Yep.
They just turned on the dime and just came running out the woodwork. The blame the black man signal went up.
Yep.
And all these black men hating broads got on code.
Like a bat signal, you know what I mean?
And just said it's the black man's fault. Here's the crazy thing. If you listen to the video when she's out and about in the street, pointing at her face, you can hear the women say in the background, they weren't even here when it happened. While she steady blaming these black men, they weren't even here. And here's something else that I need y'all to understand. She's Somalian. And she's complaining about black men aren't doing anything.
Right.
But you're Somalian. And Somalis don't even claim black, right? Or am I wrong? Y'all are Somalians. Y'all not black. You're not black American. And a lot of East Africans, whether they be Ethiopian, Eritrean, you consider yourselves more aligned with the Arab culture. You understand me? Let's just keep it 100, fam. Let's be honest with each other. Now, here's another thing. It's my understanding that this whole incident happened right here in Houston, Texas. Houston is one of the most diverse cities in the country, because we got a high number of people from everywhere to come here. There's a huge number of Nigerians and other Africans, as well as Asians, Middle Easterns, and Latinos in the city. Trust me. If this is at a nightclub for a particular nationality, you're not really gonna have a whole lot of black Americans there. You understand me? We're not really gonna be at the club when it's Nigerian night or African night. We're not gonna be at the club deep when it's Caribbean night. People kind of hang with their own. They because they want to listen to, they want to dress how they want to dress. They want to listen to their music. They want to eat their food, and so on and so forth. So you're not gonna have a whole lot of foundational black American people at the brick throwing club. Somebody type brick club in the chat room. And let me tell you something else, and let's just use some common sense here. If you at one of these clubs, because I go hang out at people's clubs, man. You know, I go over there to the African club. I go to the Latino club. But as a foundational black American, you're going to stick out. And so let me tell you what you're not going to do. What you're not going to do is go over there as a foundational black American, as a black man, and hit one of their broads upside the head with a brick.
Right.
You understand me? You know that Anybody who grew up in California on the West Coast, you already know you ain't going to the Mexican party and be out there disrespecting they Mexican women. All the knives is coming out, man. You're gonna get stabbed up. You know what I'm talking about?
Don't play.
And the same is if you go to an African club and you a black dude, you ain't gonna be hitting no broad in the head with no brick. You see what I'm saying? And so what that leads me to believe that this was an inside job. Somebody type inside job in the chat room. You know what I'm saying? Somebody type inside job in the chat room. In other words, she just got hit by one of her own. You see what I'm saying? And let me tell you something else. When you listen to the accents of the people around, there's no black American men there. All those dudes had accents.
Freak that bitch out. Turn that bitch out. Turn it up. Come on. Brick City mashing.
Smack the shit out you.
Hey, and Uncle D right. You know what I'm saying? Uncle D is absolutely right. You're not going to go into somebody else's neighborhood, somebody else's house, and smack one of their women. You know, it just don't. It doesn't go down that way, right? So yeah, she was talking. She was out hanging out with her own people, her own Somalian crowd, and they know that she's full of crap. So they are not going to protect her because they know who she is, right? So let's go ahead and get into the Crimson Cure. All right, she's finna come on in, and you know she's finna do her thing, right? You know what I'm saying? We're gonna listen to her. She's finna tear it up like always, and she's gonna dive in a little bit deeper. You know, she got a little surprise video for y'all who ain't seen it, and they're gonna break down the type of woman that this chick is, right? So let's go ahead and get into the Crimson Cure.
Now, let's see. This is one. This is one.
This is for the fact that you're a white man and I'm a black woman. I have less privilege than you. Thank you.
Oh, I feel bad.
For all the rappers and public figures in general who said that Sukiyana and other women who rap about their bodies vulgarly are just going to be touched because they bring it onto themselves, just know that when you're talking about your money and how much you like to trick, it will be touched. It will be touched. And I'm going to start tonight. Let's go. Happy Pride. I hope every black woman is kissing another black woman because we are the innate protectors and the providers. We protect societies, we protect communities with our intellectual property, with our lived experience.
Now, we're going to go back.
Happy Pride. I hope every black woman is kissing another black woman because we are the innate protectors and the providers. We protect societies, we protect communities with our intellectual property, with our lived experiences, with our breast milk, with our bodies. We're the ones and the two. Bitch, not even the three.
Yo, this man just hit me in my face with a brick and all these black men just watch and they don't give a fuck. Yeah, this man hit me, fucking grabbed a rock and it hit me in my fucking face because I would have given him my number. And all y'all just fucking watch.
Happy Pride. I ever done to anybody in my life to deserve this? I never did anything in my life to hurt anybody. Literally, a man asked me for my number. I said no, and he picked up a brick in front of so many men and was like, what are you gonna do? And I told all these men, like, yo, why this man got a brick on my face? And he's holding a brick. And all these niggas is watching. And nobody does nothing. And he hits me in my face and then they all just watch. And they let that nigga get in a car. How is this okay? This is what y'all doing to women? I ever done.
But wait, there's more. Okay. So we just an example.
But I'm really talking to like cis women because like it's giving y'all real jealous. Like y'all real jealous because they can, will, and have pulled your ninja. All the trans girls ever did was teach y'all how to wear makeup because yes, the makeup you wear today is trans makeup. They teach y'all how to do y'all hair. They got y'all hair together. And like, what do y'all think those BBL bodies are? Because their legs, hips, and butts. But I'm really talking to like.
But wait. There's more because this video here is of one of the men that were there. Let's listen to what he had to say.
I was one of the guys who was there that did not help her when she was getting hit with the brick, right? I feel like people need to know the whole story before they start commenting and saying things they don't understand or they don't know. You guys don't even remember who you guys are trying to defend, who you guys are trying to speak up for. This is the same woman that was going around smacking white people in the streets. She's not innocent. She was actually taunting the guy to hit her. Why would I go defend somebody that's actually looking for trouble? This woman, she is literally a troublemaker. Everybody that knows her in our community knows she's a troublemaker. I'm not going to risk my life over somebody that's actually out there looking for trouble. If you go on social media, online, you're going to see some of her antic videos, taunting people, looking for a reaction. Well, she got what she been looking for, and you guys are giving her the attention that she was actually seeking for. I don't regret not standing up for her. If you look at some of the videos, I was there. I don't regret nothing whatsoever. I don't regret standing up for her. I'm not saying she deserved it. I'm not saying that any men have a right to hit a woman, especially with a brick. Nobody deserves that. But at the end of the day, there's more to the story. She's not as innocent as she's trying to portray herself to be. She wants attention. She's an attention-seeker woman. She's trying to go viral, and you guys have given her what she wanted. Yes, she did get hit by a brick. Yes, I saw it. Yes, I was standing by doing nothing. And if that shit happened again in the same circumstances, I will watch. Because she's not as innocent as she portrays herself to be. She was taunting the guy. She was calling him all type of names. She was degrading him to a point where he resulted in picking up a brick and hitting him. I don't condone that type of behavior, but once again, she's not as innocent as she portrays herself to be. I literally, I remember a while back, she's posting videos going around in public, literally smacking old white people in the face. For what? And now you get hit by a brick, and now you want to cry wolf? I don't care. You wanted trouble, you got trouble. That's why I'll still buy and watch. So don't, oh man, that whole situation got me. I was
like the brother said, he right. You know, you guys, but these women will sit up and run and tell you that they did nothing wrong, right? They would tell you they did nothing wrong, they innocent, and it's the other guy's fault. And yet they want you to go out and protect them without knowing anything. They'll sit up and lie to you and tell you that some guy did something to them and they did nothing to invoke it, right? But as you see here, this woman is a troublemaker. And the guys who were there are all Somalians, right? So they know who she is. They know she's a troublemaker. That's why they didn't protect her. But yet you got guys here, you know, who heard this, females and males, all got the battery in their back. You know, first thing they want to do is come down on the black man, right? You know what I'm saying? You got the guys talking about, well, the black men, we need to do more better. We need to step up and be men. And you got the women saying the same thing. Men don't protect. Men need to step up and be men. Since when does going to protect somebody that could possibly be lying, you know what I'm saying, putting you in danger, possibly getting you deleted, how does that make you a man? Because you're willing to do that. You're willing to jump into harm's danger, not knowing anything. You know what I'm saying? But when you don't do that, then you're not a man. It's just like Idris Elba, right? Idris Elba. he was in a position he was trying to protect some female from another guy they was arguing, and the guy pulled the gun out on Idris Elba, right? So that makes Idris Elba a man because he was willing to do something like that, not knowing the consequences, and almost lost his life. That makes him a man. So what if he lost his life? What if that dude would have shot Idris Elba, and Idris Elba would have lost his life? Y'all would have been, oh, well, that's a real man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to come on with this, trying to define what a real man is. You know what I'm saying? That's some bump. Y'all out here getting these guys hurt, possibly deleted, just because you want them to prove that they're a real man. That's some BS. Let's keep it moving.
That being said, here's what we not gonna do.
Time for the cook.
Here's what we not gonna do, and I want non-American blacks to hear me and hear me well. I got love for y'all. I ain't really got nothing against you or anything like that. But what we not gonna do is be over here in America and cast aspersions on American blacks and what we are and are not doing. What we not gonna do is have you non-American black hyenas that's over there from the original hyena plains hooping and hollering against our men. That's what we not gonna do. We're not gonna do that. Our men have enough issues. They get enough from side to side, ruining their images, having all types of narratives about our men and who they are and who they're not. And the reason that I'm making a distinction this time is because when she said black men don't protect, and all these black men stood by and watched, when that sentence is said, black men don't protect, that sentence and sentiment is specifically aimed at American black men. Everybody know that. Everybody knows that the statement made of black men don't protect black women, that is a misandrous statement that is aimed specifically at American black men, to the exclusion of every other black man from every other country or culture. So when it is said black men don't protect, they are not talking about Jamaican men. They are not talking about Somalian men. They are not talking about Ghanaian men. They are not talking about Haitian men. They are not talking about no other men of any melanated descent. They are specifically saying that American black men do not protect women. That's why I'm having a problem with it today. Because she didn't say my Somalian men didn't protect me. She said black men don't protect me. So she automatically threw in our men. And I'm making a distinction today between our men. Because we have a different culture. She's a Somalian woman, not an American black woman. I don't speak on what Somalian men do and what they not supposed to do. I don't speak on what Jamaican men do and what Jamaican men not supposed to do. I don't speak on how these African men and men across the diaspora behave culturally with their women, what they doing, what they not doing. Is it right? Is it wrong? The reason I don't speak on that is because I'm not their women. I didn't grow up in their culture. I don't have that experience with them. And truth be told, be told, I'm gonna go ahead and keep it a bean. Truth be told, it's a whole lot of divisions and disassociations that get made between them and us when it's something they don't want to be included in. So when women of African descent, regardless of the country she come from, she don't want to get caught up in the statistics about baby mamaism. She don't want to get caught up in the statistics about welfare queens. See, she don't want to get caught up in the statistics about baby deletions. See, she separate herself from that. That's American black women. When we get to talking about the bad outcomes, when we get to talking about how masculine they are, that's American black women that's like that. A whole lot of differentiations get made. See, I talk about my sisters because they my sisters. I'm a black American woman. I'm not from nowhere else. I'm from Chicago. My daddy is from the South. My mama is from Chicago. Her brothers and sisters is from the South. Her mama and daddy from the South. My great grandparents is from here. We from here. Your men, the Somalian men that was around her, did not deem it appropriate to protect her. And the reason that they did not deem it appropriate to protect her in that instance is because they know her in that community. They know her to be a troublemaker. They know her to be having all that feminist rhetoric and all this other foolishness that she gets involved in that is against their culture. It's against their culture. That is not how they carry things. So when she's called herself carrying something like that, the way they think American black women behave and act, they have zero tolerance for that foolishness. See, they don't do that. You get up in their faces. You get up in an African man's face. You get up in a Nigerian's face. You get up in a Ghanaian's face. You get up in one of these Eritrean face. See, you get up in these men's faces. They don't do that, all that, hooping and hollering through the plains. You gonna get clapped up. You better stop. You better stop. They don't play that. And it's real easy to run into one with zero tolerance. And then he go to the extreme on you. Give you a pumpkin head. Because as that man was saying, she was taunting him and goading him and all in his face, calling him names and degrading him. See, these other men, they don't deal with that. They don't take that kindly. They don't take that kindly. They don't take that kindly at all. You're going to get something going to happen to you. They do not mind putting their hands on you. They don't mind putting their hands on you. All that chivalry and don't never hit no woman. No. If she get out of line, they believe in putting you back in line. And if that call for physically putting you back, you're going to be physically put back in there. American black men have more tolerance because they grew up with all that nonsense anyway. So they're more prone to walk off from you clowning because they know what? I end up catching a case of something dealing with you. So what we not gonna have is the spreading, the forming up of the sisterhood in America against American black men, and you run back to your culture. When you ready to put your hijab on and stop clowning, you get ready to go back to, now you a Somalian. You're not a black woman no more. You'll be a Somalian. Meanwhile, American black women is all revved up and riled up on some, see, this is how black men be doing women in the hood. They just attack them. And it had nothing to do with American black men. See, we held accountable when they do it. When American black men do, we talk about that. The reason why Carlisha Hood's story was so sensational is because American black men do not typically respond that way in such a drastic fashion.
Yo, Crimson be cooking, telling you. I mean, ain't too much left to say after that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she broke it down. I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really got too much else to say after that. But you know, girl, she got that oops upside the head. You know what I'm saying? She got that oops upside the head. Yeah, so, you know, they went in on her. You know, I was watching Chantel Simone. Yeah, Chantel said that what's that? She looked like old boy on what's that? Hey Arnold, the dude with the football head. That was she looked like. She like Hey Arnold. That shit had me rolling, man. And also she kind of remind me of Martin. Y'all remember when Martin was fighting Hitman Hearns? He got through fighting Hitman Hearns. He had all them lumps and knots upside his head. That shit was swollen up like Martin. But yeah, man. I mean, hey, you get what you put out there. You know, she started it. The guy ended it. I mean, it ain't got nothing to do with black women not being protected. Not if you out here causing trouble. Who go jump in and protect you? Who go put their life on the line for women that sit up and lie and play games? So, hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, you guys, please drop some comments down below. Let me know what y'all thought of this, man. Do y'all think that, you know, people saying that black men don't protect, you know, let me know what y'all think. Y'all think that somebody should have stepped in? Do you think she got what she deserved? You know, drop some comments down below. It's your boy, Jay Larone. Y'all, please be good to yourself. By all means, let's be good to one another. And I'm going to leave y'all with this real quick.
Freak that bitch out. Turn that bitch out. Turn it up. Come on. Brick City mashing.
I'll smack the shit out you.